You made a statement that I think resonated with someone around how do you measure thriving when you're in a distributed culture, right? When you're in a building, we can see the water coolers bubbling, but when you're not, how do you make sure people know that it's cracking?
Yeah, it's a great question, and I think when Jenny started off this morning asking that question about what does a great culture feel like, you know, we can talk about, you know, a culture has a purpose and there's values, and we can write down the constructs of what we'd like the culture to embody, but those are just things that point to either the ideal that we want it to be or what it actually is. But there's a feeling of a culture when you walk into a space, when people are together. And yes, if you have different offices, you may end up starting to have cultural drift, unless you have ways to stay connected. The reason I can feel this in our company is because we actually do all come together on these Zoom meetings, and there's a sense of positivity and collaboration and excitement and connection. And it also comes through in some of the questions we ask in using 15.5. Once a month, I think, or once every couple of months, we ask a question: how inspired are you by the work we do as a company on a scale of 1 to 10? And we generally get 8s, 9s, and 10s. And then if there's a 6 or a 7, I get on the phone with that person and say, okay, well, what's up? You know, and so we're constantly kind of sourcing for those things on a regular basis.
And I would add to that I feel that our culture is thriving because people feel safe to complain and to share negative things.
Yeah.
And to me, like, that's gold. I'm like, yeah, tell me more, because I want to hear, like, what's not working about our work environment, and do you have any ideas about how we can address that? And if not, let's crowdsource it. Let's see what other people think.
So it sounds like you can hear the thriving through, number one, the feedback that you get and being able to, or actually the feedback that you're asking for. You're asking for it, bringing it to the center, dealing with it. And then also the negative things, the people that are maybe operating below the line, that there is this safety in being able to talk about it, maybe because they care or because they actually want to see things get better.